This is FilmScream. Want the latest on movies, shows, video games, and tech? Then keep it right here. Now, here's your hosts, Michael Allen, Daniel Long, and Zach Gordon.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it.
I thought that we had another intro.
Yeah, we probably should have used that one.
Yeah.
Why?
Zach's not here.
Yeah, but he's still a part of this podcast, all right? Not
Yeah.
you, all right?
He is.
Get
You
over
throwing
it. It's not you,
shade.
dude. It's not you. Get over it, bro.
But my name was on the last one. You're confusing the people.
Wasn't it?
No, we didn't use the other
didn't
one
use
yet.
the other
We
one?
haven't used it yet.
Oh.
Do you guys actually listen to podcasts? It's only me, isn't it?
Yeah, because I witnessed it.
Am I the only one
so-
that likes to hear the sound of my own voice?
I lived it,
I don't
so
listen to it.
You lived it. Shut
I
up.
lived it. I remember when we talked
See,
about
that's why you're at the end of the table.
You're at the end of the table.
All right. No, I'm at the head.
Do we need to reverse this?
I'm at the tail of the table.
I'm
I like
at
the
the
tail.
head. All right, quick
I'm
shout
the
out
ass.
to some of our new followers on Twitter and Facebook. Natish Mishra. I'm sorry if I hacked that up. Jack
Septiceye.
Reacher, and Guild Wars 2 events. Thank you so much for those follows, guys. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
That was
I don't
really
think that's
weird.
the actual Guild
No, it
Wars
really
2.
was Guild Wars 2 events. Let me see.
It's probably fan-made, though.
It probably is. Daniel and I used to play fucking Guild Wars.
Yeah,
It is
got
a fan made,
stupid.
yeah.
Oh, about listening to the podcast, I actually have been getting on YouTube and watching to see who's been viewing the podcast and looking for comments. I really hope that some of our viewers actually come in and make some comments that we can reply to.
It would be nice.
Do it.
I highly suggest it. I will see them. I will respond to you. We all will. If you got
Especially
something,
Al Dodson.
Oh, nice.
Respond to Al Dodson.
if you have any ideas, something
Shout
we
out.
need to talk about, please let us know.
Shout out.
Yeah. Like Brandon said, if you got any topic ideas, just throw them up there. They don't have to be nice, pristine. I feel like that guy on that video. Wow.
Wow. Where the chick's like,
Yeah, and the guy was like, wow.
Wow.
The camera zooms in on his face. He's like, wow.
Wow.
It's
There was a,
2016, all right?
there was a Vine I was watching yesterday. I was dying, and I thought you would like it. It's the one where the girl is, she's doing the handstand, and her dog walks in front of her, and she kicks it, and somebody edited it, so it shows, like, him flying across different screens. He's, like, flying across the state, flying across space, and then he gets shot into this video game, and he gets shot at. I was dying.
I love shit like that. Or the one where Trump's hair just starts floating off.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Or the one
flying
where the rather large woman and the guy are on that spinny thing.
Oh, God.
And then she falls off.
Oh, my
And it
gosh.
like slingshots him.
Oh, God.
And they
It's so
edited it so
awesome.
he's like flying into the
It's
space.
so awesome.
Into the space.
I love shit like
Yeah,
that.
into
It's
the
so easy to do that,
space.
too.
It really, okay, well,
Dude, Xbox took a
talk
big
about it.
hit, dude.
let's talk about it.
Scalebound's canceled, man. That was their big game, man. That was kind of redeem their exclusives.
What is Scalebound?
I looked into it.
It's that
and-
dragon game,
Yeah.
or that dragon hunting game. It was like a mixture
Yeah,
of
that's pretty
Monster
unique.
Hunter and RPG.
That's pretty unique.
Well, it was really cool. You don't remember seeing the trailers before the system first came out?
Mm-mm.
Like that's how far back they were talking about it.
To a certain extent, though, I looked into it, and the first thing that came to my mind was that it's a lesser version of a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, it's like
So
that
it's
and
Japanese?
Monster Hunter mixed.
Yeah, but
Well,
it
have you
doesn't
ever
have
played-
the scenery, and I was looking at it, and I was like, it isn't a game I could see myself buying.
Have you ever played Dragon's Dogma?
Yes.
It's very Japanese.
Boy,
Mm-hmm.
love that game.
It's like, it's the weirdest thing ever because the translation is like someone who has never spoken English before in their life and thinks that people use words that they don't use.
Yeah.
Like
And
ought, like
Howdy,
AU.
cowboy.
It's funny because Capcom
Yeah.
goes, this is our first attempt at a Western RPG, but you could still tell because there's Eastern RPG aspects to it. It was funny, but
If
it
it's
was
Western, why does everybody have a British accent?
good. Yeah. But yeah, Scalebound that was supposed to help with the exclusives issue, but now they have nothing except Halo 2, Halo Wars 2.
And
That
Halo
tactics
Wars
game?
sucks. Crack 3 will be a good one, but
Crackdown 3.
Crackdown 3, my bad.
But that's all they got. I mean, look at PlayStation. PlayStation's got 4 big exclusives coming out this year. Not even to count the other ones that are
Name
coming out.
one.
Okay, Detroit. becoming
Okay,
human.
name two.
Okay, Wild,
Name another.
A lot of stuff on VR.
Assault Horizon,
It's not Assault Horizon. It's Beyond Horizon.
Beyond Horizon.
No, it's Horizon
Assault
Zero Dawn.
Horizon is the playing game that's coming out.
Oh, okay,
exclusive
there you
for
go.
PS4.
It's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Zero
I
Dawn.
think.
Yeah.
I don't foresee
the big
that
one.
staying exclusive though. Honestly.
You don't think so? It's made by Sony, so it probably.
Oh well, then yeah. It will. So they're gonna merge. We're gonna have the
Sony.
And I don't believe in
Playbox One?
exclusives.
you what?
I don't believe in exclusives at all. That was crossing through my mind when
Well,
I
they need
read
to
the
exist, though.
top.
Otherwise-
to an
Well,
extent.
I mean,
They
how,
do
they're-
because-
they need to sell consoles. You need to have certain ways to entice people to buy them.
I
Don't get
believe
me
that.
wrong. I don't
let's ask-
think they should be.
Let's ask him why he doesn't believe it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because every video game there is.
Fucking mediator over here.
Mediator.
Why don't we hear his side, guys?
All right.
How do you feel about it?
Well,
So-
I like that. I want to hear what he has to say.
Every video game
Yeah.
ever been made,
Uh-huh.
what was it designed on?
Making money.
A console.
No.
Entertaining
It's
people.
computer.
never ever has a game
Computer.
been designed on a console. It was
PC.
designed for a PC and it was ported for a console.
Boom.
I think that every
much,
game
yeah.
should be made available for a PC in its original format in its highest pristine quality.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
but
only
what-
makes sense because if you're coding, you're definitely coding it on a PC. All it is deploying it on a PC.
it
And
has
if
to
it's
be
a laptop?
tested on a PC.
it couldn't be harder than just putting it on a disk.
What if it was on a Mac?
Well, then it wouldn't be.
Fuck you, Mac.
Because this isn't a Beats by Dre song. This isn't Miley Cyrus with a little Beats pill.
Yeah, but you see what they've been doing in the 2016. They actually were fucking over PCs bad. Because what they would do is they make the game for the console. So they get it on the PC, port it to the console, and then port it back to the PC. And it just turns out to be this horrible version, like Arkham City. Or no, Arkham Knight. That's what it was. Oh, that was horrible.
Great game on console.
Yeah, but it was so broken they took it off, put it
But
back on,
it's
and then took
always
it off
like
again.
that, though. I don't know why, but it's always PC that has problems with games.
don't know why.
Dishonored 2 had a lot of problems
Had a
on
lot
PC.
of problems too. They're fixed them now, but
They remastered BioShock. Fucked it up. I don't know how you fuck up something if it works
Oh, yeah, you were
fine
playing
and you just add new textures. I don't see how that can make it so bad.
I remember you were playing that and you were having issues with it.
Yeah, I think they fixed it now, but it was
They
bad.
shouldn't. It shouldn't be that.
It shouldn't have come
Especially
out
a
like
game
that.
that was already done.
Because look at this. I
Finished.
turned it on, and the first scene, you probably haven't played BioShock. I know you have. The first scene is you're on a plane, you crash, and you're in the water. The very first time I moved, the plane just started clipping and just disappeared. And then I walk up to the first watchtower, the entrance to the entire game, just clipping the entire time. Just
So you're
graphics
saying
going
like the
everywhere.
graphics looked amazing. That's what you're telling me.
I'll see y'all next week.
Clipping aside.
The exact opposite of amazing.
No, the graphics didn't even look
No
that
Man's
good.
Sky.
Let's not talk about it again.
Dude, Lucas can talk about No Man's Sky
On PC,
all day.
pretty shitty. Pretty shitty.
Now
I
here's
heard
the
it's
thing:
just the same version.
if they keep
shitty.
doing
Oh, really? My bad.
what they're doing now, I think it's going to be a good game in like 12 years. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I
Under
think it'll be
development.
forgotten about by then.
I think it's already forgotten about how many people you see playing it.
Dude, so many games come out. Like, Mike, I've heard you say on this podcast, like, so many games come out. So
For PS4?
yeah. And it's just like, boom. And you just like explode, dude.
Dude, PS4 makes good shit, man.
But
You know, it's only going to get.
Xbox
You're
doesn't.
talking about just the sheer amount of games,
Yeah.
right? It's only going to get worse because you know how many people are going to school for coding now because it's so easy. Because they have different, what are they called, compilers and shit that pretty much do it for you almost. They have games called RPG Maker where you just use their textures and make a game.
Those games are cool.
Those games are kind of cool, but but you got a whole generation now that's growing up with video games, and they're like, "Hey, I want to do this for a living." You didn't
It's
have
copy
that
and
back
paste.
in the day. Like when Pac-Man was around, nobody wanted to be a fucking Pac-Man designer.
Well, nobody saw the future.
Yeah, but
mean-
now because there were so many video game crashes and different things that people didn't think it was going to last.
one man saw the future, Steve Jobs.
That man
dead
didn't
now,
invent
so
Yeah,
shit.
Steve Jobs, dude. Steve Jobs saw the future. Was like, I should steal
he
it
saw
from
the
those
future.
guys.
He's like, I don't know shit about programming, but
Yeah, let me go ahead and steal it. Steal it
I
from
can
those
sell
guys.
you something. I can make you think you want something.
I can make this shit look nice.
Guys, introducing the first ever MP3 player iPod, and then like there's 3 companies going, we invented that first.
I don't have a clue
what the
about
fuck?
anything new and inventive to add to this, but I'm gonna jack up the price and sell you
Exactly.
something
Bro,
beautiful.
When that computer came out, the Lisa, right? Like in the 80s?
yeah, something
my
like that.
God. It was sleek, and it was awesome.
Did you see the picture of the guy pushing the? It's like 4 megabyte hard drive.
Oh yeah, I remember sharing.
Size of this table.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
it was.
dude.
Yeah, it was.
It must have
You
been
can't see the
horrible.
table, but it's a pretty big table.
It must have been horrible.
It was huge. There was like 6 guys.
But no,
trying to
back in the
push it.
day, you didn't need more than that. But now you got different programs. Programs don't take up that much, like maybe a couple gigs. But games, you got games that take up 60 gigs. They're using it all now.
especially on your consoles.
I mean,
They'll
they
give you
got
500 gigs.
1 terabyte flash drives now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they do.
Tiny little flash drive. And back in the day, a terabyte would have filled the city of Detroit.
The Empire State Building.
Yeah, probably bigger than that. Shit.
A whole room which had to.
And you know what they had to use? They used to have to change light bulbs and shit for shit to work. I don't remember it exactly, but one of my teachers in one of my classes was telling me about this, and there was something like if one of the light bulbs went out, like the entire thing went out.
They worked like old school Christmas lights. They had tubes, and they had these in the television too. If they didn't run in sequence, if there was one that was bad, the connection would just drop at that bad tube. So
It's funny. That's
so
how
you had to
Christmas
watch it.
lights are now.
And it wasn't like today where you got to change a light bulb every 6 months or so. It's like every 6 hours. Maybe.
expensive Christmas lights have 3 cords in them that do away with that problem.
Yeah.
But
Really?
yes,
Everybody don't buy those. They buy those 10 for 10 from Walmart. They're like,
yeah, those if a bulb goes bad, you're fucked.
Yeah,
You're
fucking.
fucking- But yeah, Xbox is gonna be hurting this year. They don't have any good exclusives announced. The only ones they have are Halo and Crackdown, and that's it. So they're gonna be hurting. PlayStation not, because PlayStation God. All right, Star Wars. Disney finally responded to the Princess Leia CGI rumors.
Heard about it.
Yeah, and this is what they had to say. We don't normally respond to fan or press speculation, but there is a rumor circulating that we would like to address. We want to assure our fans that Lucasfilm has no plans to digitally recreate Carrie Fisher's performance as Princess Leia or General Leia Organa. So, I guess the only way they would have to do is kill her off.
See, here's the thing though. You can do CGI in a tasteful way. Like you could CGI her
They did it in Rogue One.
and like give her a good send off or something. But like make an entire movie like they're trying to do with rumors that they're trying to do with Fast 8, I believe it is, Fast 9, whatever the next
The
Fast
new
and
one. I
Furious.
think this is number 8.
Not worth watching.
No.
Is it not? Have you seen it?
No, I'm talking about the new one that is supposed to come out released in New York. It's totally not going to be worth watching.
I'm going to watch it because I've
CGI
seen
everywhere.
the others.
I'm going to watch it, but not in a theater. I'm probably going to pirate it.
Online.
No, you're not. You're gonna
No,
buy
you're
it
gonna-
legally.
You're gonna, yeah, legally. Everybody here has seen Rogue One, right?
Watch 30 what?
What?
Everyone here has seen Rogue One, right?
Correct.
See,
Yes.
Okay. So they did Princess Leia okay,
Yeah.
and it wasn't bad. It wasn't,
No.
it's probably the best CGI I've seen in a while.
It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Pretty good. But I mean, I think what people were talking about was,
Older Leia
older
for
Leia.
90% of the movie.
I mean, obviously she's not going to be in the Han Solo movie, which is coming up because they didn't meet yet.
of course,
So,
her story is done.
and she's not going to be in the Obi-Wan solo film either. So she's done. She's
Wait.
Gonna,
Was that announced?
no, it wasn't announced, but
Dude.
it's heavily.
Ewan McGregor's hinting, dude.
It's heavily hinted at. There's
I
going to be an
can't wait.
Obi-Wan
It's gonna be sick.
solo film, and then episode 8, she plays a major role in it,
And luckily, she's done filming.
and she's done filming. So there's not going to be a Paul Walker type sitch.
They're not gonna go look for her,
Sitch.
brothers and sisters, and be like, "Hey, can you stand in?"
Yeah, I didn't see that movie because I don't know, and a lot of people were like they shouldn't release it and stuff like that, and that's something. But episode 9, I mean, episode 8 is going to be in memory of her, and then episode 9, I think will, if they want to make it
They'll move
tasteful,
on.
the first scene will be like at her grave or
Like a send off
Or
of
like a-
some sort.
yeah,
They better take more than 5 minutes to explain what happened to her.
or her
Better not be
tomb
no
or
fucking,
something like that.
better not be no Mad Eye Moody shit in Harry Potter where they're like,
Oh, he's dead.
where's Moody? He fucking died. All right, let's move on.
All right, so anyway, it's like a body or no?
No. Here's the continue, though. Carrie Fisher is, and always will be a part of Lucasfilm family. She is our princess, our general, and more importantly, our friend. We are still hurting from her loss. We cherish her memory and legacy as Princess Leia, and will always strive to honor everything she gave to Star Wars.
Oh wow!
It's pretty
It's a very
tasteful.
nice thing Disney did for her. But yeah, I'm glad they're not going to be doing any of that.
I think they I don't know. I'd love to get your opinion, Brandon, but like I think they took too long to make episode
7.
7, 8, 9.
I actually think that they're worth the wait.
Yeah.
They go over the story multiple times to make sure that it's going to be good instead of just throwing it out there and seeing how it goes.
Well, here's the thing. George Lucas was going to make more Star Wars anyways. I think the reason why it took so long is because Disney bought it and they started making them.
Well, he always wanted to do the prequels. Everyone always wanted to see how Anakin became Vader.
Yeah.
And that's great, but I think he should have done the prequels later. Like now should be the prequels, and then 96 when he started the prequels, that should have been.
You know what I think would happen with George? I think he got tired. He got
he did
exhausted
too.
because people were just not nice to him towards the end there.
Yeah, but this is his baby. Like you can't be tired of something that's yours that you've created.
No, I think he's tired from the backlash from the fans.
Oh,
From the re-release of the Blu-ray and then the first 3, the prequels.
yeah.
I think he just got so much hate. I think he just got tired.
I mean, a re-release.
That's why. When I woke up that morning and I saw Disney bought Star Wars, it was the biggest shock in the world because I didn't think he would ever sell it.
Nah, he's old and he's getting tired. He doesn't.
Like
wanna
I said,
do it,
yeah,
right?
he's
he doesn't want to do it anymore.
just tired of people shitting on him, man. It's his shit. People need to understand it's his baby, so
A lot of people don't like
he can do
him.
whatever. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's the stepfather. Like he's been in your life for a
It's like
while,
creepy
but
uncle.
you're like no, not the creepy uncle.
With the pin mustache and the pencil pin mustache.
There you go. Is he French?
His name's always like
John Waters.
Fred.
Fred.
Or like, fuck you, Tom.
Frederick.
You're not my real dad.
Olaf.
You know my real
Olaf.
name. Olaf. Oh, God.
Are we talking series of unfortunate events?
I actually watched the first
I'm at
episode.
season
We're-
4.
we're-
I'm on
Dan,
episode
no
4,
spoilers.
baby.
We could talk about it, but no spoilers. I hadn't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
is
You
it
want
as
to watch
good as-
episode 1 tonight?
Let's do
yeah,
it.
we can.
Is it as good as Jim Carrey's version? No, but it's
I
good.
haven't seen it. Yeah.
But it's good.
What
do you
think?
think?
The Jim Carrey version. I like Patrick Harris though.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good in this movie. It's really it's dark humor though.
Is it darker?
It's always
It
been
definitely
that way,
teaches kids
though.
about death.
I read all the books up to like 13. I want to
so
say
they've always been dark.
it was, but it was like children dark.
dark humor.
It's like children dark.
What's
humor.
darker, Adam's Family or a series of unfortunate events?
Adam's Family.
Adam's Family.
See, Adam's Family. I feel like they do it strictly for comedy, so I don't know that it's hard to say.
I think Adam's Family is a little darker.
I wanted to say I'm completely fresh into this series. Never read the books, never saw the original tapes. This was purely my first view of this series and the first time I've ever heard about the story. So my opinion when I first started watching it was it's a little choppy, a little fake.
Yeah,
but I like the story.
Yeah.
But that's how
That's how it's
it's
supposed to
it's
be.
over the top.
I kind of figured
it's
'cause
funny.
That's how the books were. The books were always like that.
what I
There's
liked
always
about 'em-
something that you couldn't believe happening. Like no, that wouldn't happen. But
That's
it's
what I
all
liked about the
lighthearted.
original movie and the show. It reminds me, it's like Dr. Seuss and Tim Burton had a baby, and here you go. Here's the Lemony Snickets. Like I love it. I love that
Terrifying.
kind of shit. It's terrifying but funny.
I don't know how well these have aged because I did read them when I was like 14.
Young-
I would say
young lad.
pick up the books. It was entertaining. I don't like to read, and I mean I was reading these left and right.
Fuck reading, dude.
Fuck reading. We have movies.
We have
and
movies.
audiobooks for that shit.
I remember having to read books for high school and stuff, and I'd always ask, "Is there a movie of this? Is there a movie of this one?"
My mom used to buy me the audiobooks when we had like assigned reading and shit. I hated that so much.
That was the one thing that sucked about. Oh fuck! I keep forgetting that name. That Leonardo DiCaprio movie. We kept saying Old Spool.
Great
J.
Gatsby.
Edgar.
Great Gatsby. There wasn't a movie when I was reading about that in high school.
But that was an interesting book.
Me neither.
It was. It was
I
a very
actually-
interesting book.
I read the book. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Have you read I Frankenstein? Or yeah.
Mary Shelley's.
No, it's not I Frankenstein.
Mary
It's
Shelley's
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Yes.
That was
That's
interesting
enjoyable.
too.
I
There
read
were
The
a few-
Raven. Read the Edgar Allan Poe stuff as well.
Yeah.
Merlin was pretty interesting.
I've never read that. Was that a school book?
Yeah, I had to read it over the summer, and it was one of those things where I stopped. Well, I didn't start reading until we had like 2 weeks till school started, and so I was gonna be like, okay, I'll read 2 chapters a day.
Did you
and
read?
then I just read like half the book in one day. I was like, hey, it's not bad.
Wow. Did you read Dracula? Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yes.
The
yes.
Diaries.
But
like
the
everybody's
movies,
diary.
to me, I didn't like the movie.
Or it's different. Different.
You know what sucks? My baby sister, she's in middle school, and she got to read Lord of the Rings.
What?
Or The Hobbit.
Well, we
The
had to
Hobbit.
read The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
We had to read The Hobbit at
When?
SBC.
She got to read The
Wasn't
Hobbit,
it?
man.
Wasn't it
I was
SBC?
like, I didn't get to read that when I was younger. That's bullshit.
Must be a Southern thing.
That would have been great.
When I
Because
was
we
like,
had to read it at a
Yeah.
Christian school.
Yeah, we didn't
So.
read The Hobbit.
Well,
Really?
We didn't
Yeah.
read The Hobbit.
They're all about
SBC.
that magic shit?
I mean, they let us read it.
Normally, Christian schools aren't about that.
the public school let us read a book that I really, really enjoyed. and
1984?
No. I wish they made a movie of this. They made a video game of it, and I bought the game. It's Dante's Inferno.
Oh yeah,
I heard the game had a good cult following. I heard it was
It
actually
did.
pretty
The
popular.
game
was
was.
great.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
So
it was
hack and
mindless.
slash?
It was mindless fun,
Yes.
but it was really fun.
I heard it was like God of War hack and
How do you
slash.
do it? I mean, how do you?
Dante's Inferno, do you know what the story is?
Yeah, but I mean, what would be the
don't.
point of the
Seven
game?
Circles of Hell or something.
You're
Yeah.
playing as Dante, and you are descending into the depths of hell to retrieve the lost soul of your, is it
I think his girlfriend,
his
wife,
girlfriend or
something.
his wife?
But it's really well done. It's not like, oh, my baby, you know.
Really?
You actually go down and face Satan himself in the depths or the icy beyond and
Yeah.
pull her soul back out.
What's cool about it though is it's not like God of War where you just have a set. You can get these powers and keep going and hack and slash and shit. You can be good and you like absolve things. Use powers to absolve shit, and you like shoot crosses and stuff. Or you can be evil and you do the exact opposite.
Burn them to a crisp, condemn their souls,
Yep.
Are
melt
there
them.
famous people in there?
In the game?
Yeah.
No,
you
it's-
know, in Dante's Inferno, there's like Cassius and Brutus who.
Oh, I
stab
don't.
Caesar.
I don't think so. You just face off against different incantations. I don't know if that's the right word of the deadly sins,
It
like
mentions
gluttony and
it mentions a little bit from the historical events when it starts. It's all because of a war. I'm trying to remember in like 17th
been so
or
long.
16th century. It's been a long, long time. But there was a Catholic leader, I think, Roman Catholic emperor.
I think so.
He was a famous historic person, and I can't remember the name of him. But he had a role in what took place.
That's interesting. Mike?
You know, it's another good book series, Redwall. Did y'all ever read that?
No. What is that about?
It's very child friendly, but it's just like Warring Kingdoms with mice in it, and it's really interesting. There's no pictures. It's not like comic book storytelling. It's like an actual book.
Wow.
And we read those back in the day too, and those are pretty interesting.
I read 1984,
Yeah.
Lord of the Flies.
No, yeah.
Yep.
Lord of the Flies.
We had to read that.
Stereotypical ones.
I never
I
never
through-
got into the Lord of the Flies. Like I didn't understand.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
The movie sucked too.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I thought it was okay.
but yeah, but
The
like,
story was cool,
yeah,
just like the premise of it.
I
you
wish
know?
we read more Stephen King stuff when we were in school. That would have been awesome.
like it,
like it.
no,
It would traumatize
No,
people.
like Under the Dome.
like Dark
You know,
Tower.
stuff
Under
like
the
that.
Dump Dark Tower
Dark
series is
Tower would
good.
have been great. Can't wait for that movie.
Christine
Matthew
was
McConaughey's
one of
in
my
it.
favorites.
Huh?
Christine.
Yep.
I mean, I wish we read more of those. Misery would have been cool to read.
Misery would have been kind of cool, but a little too dark.
High school, okay, don't worry, not like in elementary. And I'm like, she broke his legs with the hammer.
No, it would have been something in elementary where the clown.
Third grade it reading.
The clown.
All right,
comes
Thomas.
I mean, spoiler alert. Like
The clown eat the child's face.
in it, like two, I don't know how to say this. Two gay men are under the bridge, like making out, and
this is normal.
okay,
This is life.
and the clown
probably
comes up
Detroit.
and rips them apart. Like the clown comes
Here-
up and like
I
rips
picture
them
it.
to
I
pieces.
picture it.
Oh, what was the point of that scene?
No, I have no idea.
No,
There's
I
other
picture-
ways you could have showed that he was a vicious clown.
Back in elementary school, they made you take turns reading. All right, Thomas, it's your turn. The clown pulled the boy into the sewer and killed him.
And ripped him to
Can
shreds.
I go home?
and ravished his body.
They float. They all float down here.
Down here.
I never read the book, or I only saw bits of the original movie.
The book is long. The book is like 1,000 pages.
Dude, fuck you, Steve.
The movie's
And
two
it's a
parts.
horrible, and
Pages?
it's a horrible ending, by the way. Like the spider. It's so stupid.
Oh yeah. It's like they ran out of ideas.
Well, it's not they. It's just King.
Yeah, like he ran out. Yeah,
Stephen King
They-
stopped dreaming that night. So
He was like, "All right, I got this great book. I have to finish this. Spider."
He
Done.
turns into
Print
a
it.
giant female spider, and then they kill him.
Maybe it was a metaphor. Maybe he thinks on a whole nother plane than we do. I don't know.
I have learned so much about you people, and I think we're going to form a FilmScream book club. That sounds like
Wow,
Let's do it. guys.
awesome!
It's gonna be like pillow talk. Welcome to the
today
So,
we are.
ASMR. We're gonna talk about
They make
the series.
Those fucking videos are weird.
and everyone is asleep.
When the girl comes out, she's like, "Hi guys," her tits are in the camera.
Hey guys.
I'm just gonna eat some crackers.
Well, when is this on?
It's on YouTube. You go on
It's on
YouTube,
YouTube?
and you just put on like a nice 5.1 or
Hey!
7.1 surround sound headset.
On Twitch, I have a job for you. Third job
When I do my stream,
on Twitch. There's this girl that makes $9,000 a month eating. That's it. On the screen, on TV.
she must be she hot or is she a fat bitch?
I mean, she's Asian.
So she's not fat.
I like how there's one or the other. Is she hot or is she a fat bitch? Like there's no in between.
Or is she a huge bitch? That's a huge bitch.
Anti-feminism.
we just fucking ostracized
Cheyenne,
our
don't listen.
female listeners.
So, anyways,
We have more female listeners. What?
I know, right? So, anyways, she makes $9,000 a month eating. I was
Females don't listen though. So
like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
Females don't listen.
It's really great. I think you have to be female and Asian and have a low cut shirt
And busty.
and busty. That's what
Yep.
and busty.
I saw this one and it was this girl and she was just changing clothes. She was changing clothes
Outfits?
and just talking. Okay, and now I'm gonna try on this skirt that I got from Macy's.
Hey guys, welcome to the FilmScream Book Club. This week we're talking.
Hey Peter, you want to join our book club?
we're-
Would I?
We're talking Gore Vidal's Inside the Mind of the.
We're talking Angela's Ashes tonight.
We're talking about a childhood classic where the red fern grows. Do you guys ever read that in school? Where the red fern grows?
Heard about it, but I never read
It's
it.
sad as fuck.
Really? But what happens at the end?
Well, the guy grows up with his two like raccoon hounds,
Yeah.
and one of them fights off a mountain lion and dies, and then the other dog dies because the other one died, so she wouldn't eat, so she died.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was fucking sad, dude.
Wow.
It was fucking miserable. Thanks, guys. Dude, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, that video game.
Yeah, go ahead.
They had they gave away DLC if you pre-ordered. You know, some DLC and stuff you pre-ordered. But now they're giving it away for free. And a lot of people are mad about it.
Well, technically, they gave the game away for free. So,
Did they?
yeah, it was a promotion through AMD, actually.
Are you talking about fucking Xbox again?
No, AMD PC.
He doesn't
But
like
not
Xbox
everybody
anymore.
has an AMD.
He doesn't like
No.
console anymore.
No,
That's true.
I hate consoles. I
Why?
don't think I'll ever go back. I am going to get the Nintendo Switch, though.
I tell
PC
you what,
people are like that.
last night-
they're like every console sucks except for PC.
well, he has a console.
Well, I have everything
I've had
except
every
the
console.
Xbox One.
That's because 360 was better.
Yes, it was.
It was 360 back in the day was golden.
Dude,
And
it
I
was
ain't
the
just
shit.
talking about Xbox Live Gold. Ha ha.
And I didn't even mind paying for the gold, the Xbox Live. What was it at the time? Was it like $10?
It was $60 for a year, I think.
I think it's always been that
Oh,
way.
you guys always did a year. I just did the monthly.
Let's talk
I
about
think it
this
was more expensive.
real fast. The first sentence in the article: gamers are slowly wising up, not to pre-order games or support
That's been
No,
going
we know
around.
to do
content
that.
culture.
They know.
That's been
People
going
just
around
do it.
for a long time.
Can you explain
People-
that to me, Daniel? What is cut content culture?
Cut content culture is when you advertise a game and you say it has all this stuff and blah 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 blah, and you strip that out and you release an unfinished game and you say, okay, 3 months from now there's going to be some DLC that adds this, like we promised.
So if you go to cut content in the dictionary, it says refer to Destiny, the video game.
Yeah.
Don't you ever talk about my favorite video.
No, it says refer
I
to
play
No
Destiny.
Man's Sky.
I play Destiny religiously. I love Destiny. I've been playing it for well over a year and a half, maybe longer. What they did was they had a complete story, right? And they gave you 20% of the story at launch. They hacked up the rest of it and sold it off as DLC down the road. Okay? Now, it was $20 per DLC. There was 2 DLC. So you had to pay $40 to get the rest of the story. So the rest of the game, basically.
What are we up to? $100?
And then they go, year 2, guys. And instead of calling it DLC, they got away with it by calling it an expansion. So they furthered the story, but this time they go $40, please.
Dragon Age Awakening is
So-
an expansion.
60?
World of Warcraft Cataclysm, that's an expansion.
Yeah. So 60 for the original game, 40 for the rest of the story, so that's 100. 40 for the year 2 story, so that's 140. Plus 30 for the year 3, which I did pay for all of that. So 170, not to mention the microtransactions they promised everybody they won't put in the game.
But they did.
And I bought those too.
Whoa!
You
Let's
paid
talk about,
$200 and what dollars for it?
Triggered! No, over $300.
Trigger. I need a safe
Internalized.
space.
I've spent over $300 in that game.
What a liberal. Since we're talking about...
I need a safe
don't
space.
spit up your whiskey.
Get out of here, you fucking liberal.
Since we're talking about microtransactions, I want to talk about a super scary thing that I saw in a Game Informer article. It was this
fuck.
guy. He was talking about Overwatch. And he said, Blizzard's Overwatch is a great FPS, blah, 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 blah. But they make a fatal mistake in not allowing their players to buy their way into being better at the game. They only allow you to buy cosmetic items that don't help you get better at the game. Unlike Halo 5, whatever it's called.
Halo 5 Vegas Nights.
It's Guardians. I
Guardians.
think.
Yeah.
Halo 5
No.
King of Slots.
Somebody
it's-
fucking shoot the guy that wrote that article.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot.
It's
And this
hit-
is coming
it's-
from a guy, this is coming from Game Informer, somebody who works at Game Informer. And you know Game Informer is owned by GameStop.
Yeah, Game Informer's stupid.
That's stupid.
They need pay to win because
Exactly.
people suck ass at this game. No.
Just get good at the game.
That's like when I go on Twitter a lot with our account, and GameStop was advertising, hey, check out our new, Game Informer issue this week, blah, blah, blah. And I go, nobody wants that shit. And then someone goes, I'm pretty sure the thousands of people that subscribe to these people. I was like,
you mean the free subscription?
so I laughed at him. I go, thousands, huh? That's pretty great, dude.
Yeah, thousands. You know what, though? People hate. They're either on one side or the other. They either hate microtransactions that are only cosmetic, or they hate the ones that are only for allowing you to get better at the game.
I love cosmetic microtransactions.
Yes, absolutely.
Love
That is
them.
the only kind of microtransaction you should ever have. You should never be able to buy your way into a better position in the game.
Ever.
Well,
That's why I like Overwatch. That's why I like League.
That's what there was a big MMO that came out 3 years ago called Black Desert Online, and I wanted to play it. It ended up going into a pay-to-win model. Everybody left it.
See, and it's hard to get. You
Arcade.
I was gonna say,
Everybody
if you
left
ever
it.
Oh,
played
God.
the game Neverwinter.
Neverwinter on
It's
console
on,
or
it's
I
on
play it.
console and PC.
I play it all the time. I just played it earlier.
That is a game that you can actually buy your character up, buy all the gear, buy all the levels, buy all your abilities.
Mike, is that why rent's late this month?
No, what? No. No, I have done that, though. My character's pretty maxed out now because I paid for it.
See, and that's fine for situations.
What, dude?
Where,
It was only like $1,000. Go fuck
That's fine in situations where it's not going to help you beat someone else.
That's
I
what I was gonna say.
don't play PvP, but there is PvP.
If there's a thing that says, hey, this is going to give you double attack against what is it, PvE, when you're going against monsters, that's fine.
I still don't think that's fair because there's people in there that are busting their ass trying to actually play the game.
Well, right, but what I'm saying is I'd rather have that than them be like, okay, buy this and you double your damage against other players.
Yeah. They do have PvP, but here's the thing: they match people together that have the same gear score. So there's no way you're going to be able to go in there with someone with 3,000 gear score.
No, that's okay.
And they have 1,800.
See, even microtransactions that make you better at the game can work.
It's
I don't agree with them, but it can work.
Yeah.
Now,
There are situations when it
Neverwinter is pay to win.
that in particular, what you were saying about the gear score, I ran into this. You get some people with like a 3,000 gear score or whatever the max is, but they can't play the game. They suck at it. You get somebody who's like half the level and they are dominating the DPS and just completely leading the team.
See, and the thing about it is,
They're feeding. They're feeding the other team.
anytime you have an MMO of any kind, there is always a pay-to-win aspect. As
Are you
long
off
as you
tomorrow?
can. Yes.
Dude, let's play League tonight.
All right, let's do it.
MMO RPG 3. I'm
MMO.
playing it. I'm playing
Dude, I've been
MMO.
playing Sky Scrolls pretty good.
I've been playing it. MMO RPG 3. Nartard.
But here's the thing. If you have a game like Warcraft or Guild Wars or RuneScape even, there's always going to be a pay-to-win model, and you can't get away from it because of the fact that there's trading in the game. And you have people in Japan or wherever that have just gold farming constantly.
Fuck, dude. Let me tell you
And then
how
they sell it.
bad the fucking MMO scene in Korea and Japan are. It's all their fucking shit is pay to win. All their games are pay to win.
Yep. But Blizzard's
so
really
bad.
good at keeping that away. I mean, they try to control it the best they can, and they almost fucked up with Diablo when you could actually.
The funny thing is, in World of Warcraft, they don't do it. You'll rarely see an instance of pay to win because in their new game they've dumbed it down so much, they've simplified it that Soda Poppin does. You guys know what Soda Poppin is. He leveled from 1 to 100 in 4 hours, so they don't need a pay to win. So
Have you seen the guy? He plays Warcraft from level 1 to 80 with a Just Dance dance pad.
that's funny.
Hilarious.
Do you see the ones where the guy like does the hard raid and
Took him like 3
Destiny
minutes.
with the drum pad, and you're just sitting there like.
I've seen one of them play it with glasses of water. He had tilt sensors on it, and he would pick one up to move. And they
What
would
the
set one
hell?
down.
Why do people do this? I mean, it's cool. It's cool.
That's funny as shit.
Or the
That's why.
Guitar Hero guitar. I've seen people do it with the Guitar Hero guitar.
Oh my god.
It's just funny. They're controllers.
That's fun.
That's
That's
fun.
fun. What was that game that... I mean, if you want to move on to
No,
another
keep going.
topic. Well, what's that game that you played? Dragon Age, I think, where
Dragon Age.
Oh
Yeah.
God, what a great game!
you would go into like a cave or something, and there'd be somebody there that like had just gotten there or something like that. And you're like, who are you? Like, please leave now so I can face this guy or something.
Wait, what?
It was just you were playing like a RPG or whatever.
I think it was Elder Scrolls Online because
Elder Scrolls
if you're
Online.
in the cave and there's someone that's already beat the boss,
Yeah.
if they stay there, the boss won't spawn. It keeps people from grinding on bosses.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, just fucking leave. Can you leave, please?
Yeah.
Please leave.
The guy was an idiot.
Please leave my cave.
All right, guys, here's a good one right here.
Let's
And I've
go.
been wanting to talk about this all week. All right, and I'm going to go through the list real quick, and then I want you guys to tell me yours. The most shocking video game moments of all time.
Okay.
Okay? They have the top 18 right here. I'll go through them real quick.
This is going to be a very spoiler-heavy article.
I don't think there's any new games in here.
Well, no, they're probably all
No
old
Russian.
games, but
The Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, remember when they shot up the airport?
that was pretty intense.
That was fucking dark. That was really controversial, too.
They
See,
had the option to
because-
remove it.
Yeah. When you have an option to remove it, you know it's fucking
Yeah,
controversial.
yeah. You go in there and you have the choice to either shoot these people or shoot away, but either way, they're fucking dying.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
basically you are infiltrating this Russian guy, I think it was.
Yeah, the Russian mafia or some group.
This evil guy, and you're just a new recruit or whatever, and it's just you going into an airport with 4 other guys with assault rifles, and he's like, it's called No Russian because whenever he goes out of the elevator, he's like, remember, no Russian, because they don't want him to think they're Russian.
Yeah.
So they just start mowing people
Mowing
down.
people down.
Hundreds of people.
Oh my god.
The 17, The Last Stand, Halo Reach. It was okay. Clementine Will Remember This, The Walking Dead Season 1, Telltale series. Death and Rebirth, BioShock Infinite. Oh my god.
Wait, no, I've played Infinite. Never mind.
Vance.
That one was okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it's extremely shocking. But
Here's a good one because I played Half-Life 2. Vance for the Memories, Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Oh my god, this is the one I was gonna say. I didn't even see the list. The opening flashback, Last of Us. Remember? Oh my god, the intro to that. Did you see that?
Yeah, where
Fuck, dude.
where his brother comes and then
Yeah,
they go.
it was his brother, him, and his daughter.
Yeah.
Oh.
And his daughter did. Oh, spoiler.
No, it's fine. No,
His daughter dies.
it's an old game. She gets fucking shot, and
Yeah.
just her face. Like they did so well with that scene.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
It was awesome.
Oh, I remember this. Revelations, Dark Knights. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Those games were fucking awesome.
Oh my god, they were so awesome.
This one, Flowey Nose, Undertale. When the flower at the end turns out to be actually like a really,
I hadn't played Undertale.
turns out to be evil. Oh, you remember? Oh, okay.
No, I think that happens at the beginning though.
Bureau.
I thought
is
it
it?
happened at the beginning.
Yeah. It's when you meet the flower for the first time and it turns out to be evil. Burrow Betrayal, Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah, I remember it.
I got that spoiled for me.
When he gets shot at the end.
Oh yeah, and I went back and I replayed that scene over and over again, trying to take him out because it gives you the slow motion shot.
Yeah,
and
there's
he's
no
like,
way.
I can get him. I can headshot everyone.
Everybody tries that.
Shit.
They keep trying to like. The Last Laugh, Batman: Arkham City. You would know that. I don't know.
I didn't finish that one,
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't want to know.
Psycho Mantis, Mind Games, Metal Gear Solid.
That was a good one. That was the one where like this was before the internet was popular, and you had to be able to beat it, you had to unplug your controller and plug it into the second port, or you couldn't beat her.
I remember all that bullshit he would pull on his
Yep.
fans. Crawl Out Through the Fallout, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Pillow Talk, Silent Hill 2.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love those games.
Yeah.
2 was the first one I played. White Phosphorus, Spec Ops: The Line. Aerith. Oh, wait, you never played Final Fantasy, did you?
I know who you're talking about though.
Aerith, Final Fantasy 7.
She gets stabbed.
Yeah. Would You Kindly, BioShock. Apparently there's something behind that.
I don't want to get that one spoiled because I'm still trying to play it.
You hadn't played the original
No,
one?
shut up.
No, he hasn't. I don't think he's played through it yet.
I've played it. I've played like 20 hours of it, but I keep restarting and never finishing
That's
it.
why I didn't get the remaster. But I enjoyed the original so much, and I didn't want to go back and have a ruined vision of it.
There's one that's shocked a lot of people. Samus Aran ain't a man.
Yep. And the end of Super Metroid.
Dude,
Takes your
Samus
suit
wasn't
off.
a man.
Or no,
That
it's
shocked
the end of
everybody.
Metroid.
Remember Metroid Prime? Mm-hmm. The character from Metroid Prime?
It's at the end of the original Metroid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it Super Metroid?
It's the original, I think.
Yeah, she takes off her helmet and it's a girl.
Yeah,
And
it's
everybody
just Metroid.
shit themselves.
Bad Timing, Braid. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean,
So
what is the
it's got to
most
be
fucked up moment you guys remember from video games?
Top 3: the Russian airport.
No, I mean, like, what do you personally do you remember from video games that just do you remember
shocked
anything?
me.
That just fucking was just like, oh my god,
Jeez.
oh my god.
I don't know.
I
Every
have-
scary VR game I play, I'm like, God! I'm like, God! What?
I have
okay.
I have bad luck when it comes to games because they always get spoiled for me
Yeah.
in some way. So it's
Okay.
really
Well, you
hard for me
take
to be
8
like
years to
shocked
beat
from
'em.
something.
You take 8 years to beat them. That's your fault.
You guys may disagree with this one, but it's on the tip of my tongue, and I keep thinking about it. I don't know if you guys ever played the indie game Limbo.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
have
one.
it on my PlayStation.
That's
I
a good
haven't
one.
played it.
No, I'll
You
agree with
haven't
that.
played it?
No, I heard it's a co-op game too.
No.
Yeah,
I've
Limbo.
never played co-op.
Isn't
I
that
don't
the
think
one?
it is.
Yeah, the with the dudes. They had that like dress-looking thing on, and they're.
No,
No, this is
What am I thinking of?
I have no idea.
Limbo
Absolutely no idea.
is a child who's stuck between heaven and hell, and
Hold on.
he can't escape.
That might be the game I just. Never mind. Okay, that's the game I watched someone play on stream. That's actually a really cool puzzle game.
Yeah,
You
it
want to
is.
know? Well, do you want me to tell you how it ends?
Go ahead. I'm never gonna play
I
it.
mean, you know what Limbo is. You're stuck. You can't leave. at the end of the game, you end up fucking with gravity and these electromagnetic fields, and you think you're going to escape limbo. He ends up just flying sideways off the screen and lands at the very start of the game, and it starts over from the very first level.
No. Fuck my life.
Oh my
dude.
gosh, dude! When I played Bowser, and
Bowser's not a game. Let's move on.
no, in Mario, and you think he's dead, and then he jumps back up onto the platform. And he's like, I'm like, come on,
Die, you bastard!
I gotta go to college.
What are you? Are you a turtle or are you a dog? Fuck!
Come on, I gotta go to school.
And now I'm trying to think like shocking moments, and I can't think of anything.
Mine was when I watched you play The Last of Us, the beginning. That was the most shocking
I
thing
think
for
so
me.
as
I thought it
well.
was so beautiful.
I think so as well.
Probably one of the most cinematic things I've seen in video games.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, that shocked everybody. Everybody was like, "Whoa, this is great."
Naughty Dog can make some shit, man.
And
They
from
can make some good
PlayStation?
shit.
No, I'm just
Right?
It's just Naughty Dog, man.
God, man.
It's Naughty Dog.
All right. I'm going to say that list is pretty PlayStation heavy. And
They got Call of Duty. Fuck you. It's multi-platform.
that's multi-platform. But
What do you
You
say?
think it's heavy PlayStation? Really?
that's mostly for like
Speaking
PlayStation
of heavy,
games.
heavy rain. Go ahead.
Xbox is all about FPS, so.
I know, and they had a obvious top contender for that report that should have been Halo when they ended one of the games as Master Chief was dead. They had a
thought that
funeral
was Halo
for him
Reach.
at the end. No,
Was it Halo Reach?
Reach was
I don't think he was in Reach.
no, that was with the that was like a prequel.
Reach was with the first group of dudes when they had the group.
That was pretty heavy too, because you don't know until the very end every single member of Reach dies. And you take the place and you actually see each death from their point of view as it happened.
Oh my god,
It was dark,
that is some dad.
but I think it just, PlayStation's better.
Another good one is
You can't compete with the Halo story.
another good one
Yeah, you can.
where I actually didn't have this
Yeah.
one spoiled.
How Last of Us, that story was way better than any Halo story ever.
When Ghost and it's from Modern Warfare 1, when you get betrayed by the captain.
Shot off the back of the helicopter.
Oh, yeah. When he shoots you.
No, when he lights you on fire.
Oh yeah, that is pretty
and,
bad.
Ghost and somebody else. I don't remember the other one.
Fuck that game.
No, Modern Warfare, I will say, had a pretty good story. A lot of people
I thought you said
disagree with
Ghost.
me. No, Ghost was the
As
character.
a character.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you said Call of Duty Ghost.
No, Modern Warfare 1 and 2 had really good campaigns. And 3
that's
was
when
okay.
that's when they gave a shit.
Yep.
Now it's just like, man, we don't need that shit. I like how they're bringing Battlefront 2 out, and they're like, don't worry, guys, they're gonna have a first-person story mode now. Don't worry. Well, it should have been
Is it
that
going
way
to
the
be
first time.
World War II?
You've been playing Battlefront 2
No, Star Wars Battlefront.
because you borrowed it from me.
So no.
Yes.
I'm going to
Okay.
guess no,
You're
it's
playing
not Star Wars
Battlefield.
Battlefront. It's not going to be.
I love that game.
Star Wars Battlefront series can do no wrong for me.
The original, yeah.
I want to ask you this, Lucas. As a history major, or as someone who's into history and all the
Yikes.
wars,
And a video game history, video game, and
Yikes!
how many different stories are possible to create out of just World War I in general?
A lot,
A lot.
a lot.
So let me ask you this: why is there like 3?
I have no idea.
I mean, you can make something up and just because we were talking about it last time. All this futuristic shit, no one cares about.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why Battlefield went back. Because that's what people
Battlefield.
wanted.
there was I forgot what YouTube channel it is. It's Honest Trailers, and they reviewed Battlefield 1, and he made a really good point early on. He said, there's a good reason why many people don't recreate World War I video games. It's because it was fucking horrible. There was people
Dude,
burning left
was
and
it-
right.
was it-
See,
true?
and that'd make a good game.
Was it true in World War One there were no ranks?
That's not true.
Well, then why was I reading up on the list of
You just
fun
read something
facts
wrong.
for World War One, and they said
Fun facts about World War I.
Well,
About one of the deadliest
it didn't say click on
wars.
this link. Fun facts. There was typhoid. No, I'm just saying like.
Clickbait.
No, I'm saying like
Death and dismemberment.
I shouldn't have said fun
Whoa.
facts. Interesting facts about World War One. They said there were no ranks. There were just the leaders, and then they had everybody was just below
That's not
No.
true at all.
them. Isn't that?
No.
Well,
I mean,
I guess I stopped listening to Huffington Post.
oh, you should have stopped that a long time ago.
Stop your mansplaining.
There was.
If anything, I mean, spreading.
Y'all haven't played Battlefield 1, have you?
Of course I have.
No, I have not yet.
Okay. Well, that would have definitely debunked your theory.
It's a war. Yeah, for real. It's a war game, and it's World War I. I don't care if I don't even have the console. I'm gonna find somebody that does.
Yep.
I'm gonna find a way to play it.
I'm gonna play that bitch.
I have found a way to play it.
If I have to sit at GameStop for 6 hours every day playing it, I'm gonna do it.
Fucking do it.
You relived the stories of some of the most memorable World War I heroes, and I think
not
that
a
has
word,
mumbled
though.
that World War I.
Memorable.
You said memorable.
Memorable.
I got what you meant.
There was you actually take the place. One of the campaigns is you're a pilot, and you actually end up falling behind enemy lines, and you go out of your way to go against what you're told to do and to rescue somebody, but you do it anyway. And immediately you come into some ranked officers that completely lock you up, ship you off, and court-martial you for disobeying their orders.
Fuck me then.
World War I was brutal. It was probably.
I heard it was
one of the most brutal
yeah,
wars
I heard it
of
was
all
pretty
time.
Hey guys, we only got about 10 minutes left, so
Oh,
let's I've been wanting to talk about the Switch all day.
Oh wow!
Okay, we're gonna move on to Elder Scrolls. I'm just kidding. No, Switch. Switch was underwhelming for me.
Nintendo.
Can I be surprised though? I mean, it's Nintendo. They don't.
Well, I'll say
They're not
this.
trendsetters.
I'll say this. Nintendo is always underwhelming. But
They make
I mean,
good
look at the
products.
3DS. Like nobody gave a shit when the 3DS came out with the 3D capabilities.
I loved when someone's posted a thing on Facebook where they go, Nintendo must be losing money on the Switch already and then it showed this massive 6 pages of different combos of accessories you can get, and it was all just the stupid little toggle things. Hey, you can get the blue and the red ones, or 2 red ones and 2 blue ones, or
Hey,
this
but what's
and that,
wrong with that? I
or
mean, you
get
don't-
all 4 colors.
What's
or
wrong
just
with
get
that?
the black ones.
What's wrong with that though? You don't have to get it.
No, I'm just saying.
Cosmetic.
It's just I
It's
feel
a
like
microtransaction.
it just looks like they're desperate. They're like, please buy our shit. It only lasts 3 hours, but that's okay. Okay, well your DS lasts 6 days, so go fuck that.
It really does. But here's the thing. I think was it you and I just talking about this,
It's
or did we
720.
say this on the podcast? Sun and Moon, the new Pokemon game, the 3DS game, is not in 3D. If that tells you how
You
little
told me
they
that.
care
I thought that
about-
was odd.
none of it's in 3D. Now, in the last game was X and Y and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, whatever. Those had 3D, but it was limited to battles and stuff. But there's none in
No
this.
3D at all.
So that
So
kinda
what's the point of
shows-
the 3DS?
That kind of shows that what my point is it's kind of evolving from this is a 3D handheld, blah blah blah, but now it's just hey, we got cool games.
I think they brought it out when 3D was peaking, but I knew in my fucking heart of hearts that 3D was going to go away, and it did. The only
right.
thing you'll see it now is in
Very
fucking
few
movie
3D,
theaters.
very few 3D movies.
You barely see people buying them on the Blu-rays anymore. You barely see 3D Blu-rays. It's 4K Blu-rays now.
Well, it's expensive at the movies. It's more money.
Yeah, it's like
Nobody
14
wants that.
bucks.
And it's an eye strain and an
If it's a movie that I have to see and they only have it in 3D, I'll
And
watch
you
it.
know, 3D doesn't work for some people.
Yeah, it does.
It truly does not.
I'm
Your
one of them.
eyes. Oh, really?
Because I got a fucked up eye. Well, one fucked up eye. The other one's perfect.
Yeah, so you can't see in 3D. And it barely works for me. I don't notice that big of a difference. Especially when they take movies and they're like, hey,
It's crazy.
50 First Dates remastered in 3D. Why?
51st Dates.
I mean,
See
they did
the walrus penis coming out at you.
Yay.
Drew
No, they
Barrymore.
They didn't do that. But that's
Even
what
more
it's,
hotter than before.
that's what it seems like. If you have a
Maybe.
movie, if you have a movie that you take and you turn it into 3D, then that's not 3D. It just looks a little different.
Now,
anyway, let's get back to
Avatar
the-
that was filmed in 3D looked awesome.
Launched
in
it.
3D.
launched it.
It was all. Oh yeah, and Cameron invented a lot of the technology they use for 3D.
All right, so
I hear he's a genius, but I also hear he's a dick. All right.
Yeah,
so back
did
to the
his
Switch.
ex-wife.
Don't care about what you were. I mean, I care about what you were saying, but you were saying it's underwhelming. I'm used to that. I mean, I'm not expecting them to blow us out of the water in
The
their
3DS
first.
was underwhelming.
Yeah, exactly. But you love the 3DS.
I
now?
love the 3DS.
You
So-
guys are really, really worrying me because I honestly want it. I haven't had a Nintendo
No,
console
it's-
since the Wii, and I traded that thing in twice. I bought one, and then I traded it into GameStop for some Xbox games, and then a new Wii game came out, and I bought another
Well,
one
here's
off
your problem.
Craigslist,
You
then
bought
sold
Wii.
it.
I hated that system.
Well, you're
It
wrong.
was awful.
Because we had a lot of games.
I fucking hated it. And actually, I think that was the last time when they were all about that third-party games, too, was the Wii. Because Wii U, they were just like, no, fuck Madden.
Compared to the
fuck,
Wii U, the Wii is like a godsend, though.
Yeah, in Japan. But what I'm saying is, like, I just fucking hate the system because I feel like it was ahead of its time. Nobody wants to exercise and shit when they're doing video
See, but
games,
they took a lot of games and said, fuck that. It's just like what I was saying with the 3D. They come out with all this stuff, and then they're like, it's not really working. We'll just make better games. Monster Hunter.
Dude, let's
Super
do it
Smash
right here.
Bros.
Okay, you guys ready? I got an idea.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Mario Party 38.
I hate it.
You ready? You ready? 38, guys. Here we go. Is it
So-
that time already?
What's
So what
the
I
new
was
feature
saying-
you're gonna add?
What I was saying, what's underwhelming for me,
We're going to keep it the same.
what's underwhelming for me is the games at launch. There is 5. And let's
is
let's
worrisome.
go ahead and break it down. All right, number 1, Just Dance. Let's go ahead and take that off. Nobody wants Just Dance.
Nobody wants that.
So now we have 4.
Okay.
Number 2, 1-2 Switch, which is just like bloatware
Is
that
it like
they
a
throw
demo
on the
game or
system,
something?
probably. So we're going to
Nobody
take that
wants
off.
That'll probably come with the system.
Then we have, what was it? I know the last 2. I can't think of the other one.
I got them right here. Mario Kart 8?
Mario Kart 8.
Deluxe.
That's just a rehash. Take that away.
Arms?
So, what?
Arms? Is that one?
No, there
Xenoblade
should only be
Chronicles
5.
2? Oh, wait. Oh, these aren't announced.
No, not
Sorry.
yet. But Super Mario, I think, is one of the... It might not be. But anyway, 2 games. We got Zelda Breath of the Wild and
That's
Bomberman.
gonna be the top seller.
And Bomberman, which hasn't had a new game, to my knowledge, in a long time.
You see,
Decade.
you are really worrying me because I am reliving some PTSD of buying the Wii. I got
Look,
it for one game,
look.
and I'm probably gonna end up getting the Switch for Zelda.
All right, do I need to
I
tell
think
you all the
Zelda's
good Wii games? Because y'all are kind of offending me. I'm kind of offended. I'm triggered.
Are you talking about like the third party games that the other systems had?
No, I'm talking about just strictly Wii games. Because one of my
The
favorite games
Mario
of all
games
time.
and stuff?
No, one of my favorite games of all time is on there. Fire Emblem. That was a really good game.
I mean, you just like that series though.
No, but
What
there's
if
still,
it came out in a different system?
well, then I mean, I'd still like the Wii because there's still good games
I didn't.
for it.
I don't know. I didn't like the Wii. I don't
There
know.
was an indie game called
Stop
Lost.
trying to make me exercise, you bastard.
There was an indie game called Lost Winds.
Mario exercises, not me.
That was pretty good.
What is it called?
Lost Winds, I believe.
What was it? Is it an RPG?
Kinda, yeah. It's
Is it a
very indie.
RONTPG?
RTSMORPH.
Batman
6?
symbol.
Hey, did the Wii have Devil May Cry on it?
I think so.
I think it had that.
That was a
series,
good
yeah.
game.
I want to say yeah. No, but there was a lot of good games. I'll look up the top selling and tell you if I agree with it or not. But
The top selling games or top selling consoles?
Wii games.
Oh, okay.
Another one you probably haven't
Yeah,
played.
but didn't you tell me that the Wii was one of the was the highest selling at that time because it mostly sold its shit in Japan? Because it's like every 1 in 2
I was probably
households
telling you
had one.
this, but here's the thing: did you know that the most one of the top selling games of all time was Wii Sports?
Yeah.
You know why? Because
it
it's
came
bundled
with
with
the
the
game.
fucking system.
Because it
You can't
came
say it's a
with
Yeah,
top
but
selling
not
game
only-
when it's
yeah,
bundled with
Sports
the
was
system.
awesome.
Yeah,
though.
but
Wii
I'm not
Sports
going to
was
say shit
awesome.
because that bowling game was fire.
Dude,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
fire.
That bowling game was pretty fire.
Dude, Cash
And
love it.
And the golf. And the golf was fire.
Cash, speaking of the golf, Cash love it hit an eagle on the golf game, which means that you just I mean, it's a hole in one.
Yeah.
I sat the controller down and said, "No more."
You win the internet.
no
sir.
more.
You win the internet.
You win.
All right, so here's the top list. Mario Kart Wii. It was good. I mean, yeah, it's just another Mario Kart.
Mario Kart
but
80.
But here's the thing: that when Mario Kart for the Wii came out, they didn't have that many out yet. They had like the DS one, the Super Nintendo one, and then I believe just the N64 one, and
N64
maybe
was the
maybe a
first
Game Boy one or whatever.
They,
but,
you're forgetting GameCube.
oh yeah, GameCube
Hey,
did have one.
let's talk about their best system, GameCube, right there. baby.
GameCube.
Hold on, I'm trying to sell you on this console.
Go ahead.
Smash Bros. Great game.
Could have been any other system.
It's better
No,
on
because it's
N64.
Nintendo. Super Mario Galaxy.
64.
Don't care what anybody says. That was a good game. That was fun.
Fire.
Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Yes, sir.
Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Yes, sir.
Just Dance 2. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Animal Crossing. If you don't like Animal Crossing, you won't like it. Animal Crossing City Folk.
I like that game. Had it for GameCube though.
Super Paper Mario. Good game. And Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 was so good.
That was
on the Wii.
multi-console.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
let's.
it was, but I'm just saying.
I don't like
they
it
had a
because
Wii
of the
edition.
specs and because of the little motion controllers.
Well, it's
I
not
don't
all
like
about
the-
the
I have a
specs, it's about
question.
It
the
is to
games.
me. A
You're
480p is not good for me when it comes to consoles.
You're gonna
This
have to
came out in
defend
like
this.
2005, though.
Defend this. Sell me on the console. What's stopping me from waiting 1 year before someone emulates it?
What, the Switch?
Yeah,
that's true
the
for-
Switch games.
You can get it
Oh,
from
the Switch
China.
games. That's going to be hard because they can't even emulate the 3DS right now.
Well, there's not really a demand for it.
Ooh.
Nintendo.
That's
well,
that's
Nintendo
a bold
will.
statement.
Nintendo will always beat anybody in handheld. I mean, Sony had to give up theirs. What was another one? Wasn't another? Sony was the only one trying, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Sony gets their ass kicked every time in handhelds. Even though the Vita was kind of cool, but
PSP was underwhelming.
Nvidia is still
was-
trying to stay in the game.
Really?
but yeah, nobody's
here's the thing.
nobody's
Just
trying
get a
to
Raspberry
make,
Pi.
nobody's trying to make handhelds.
Get a Raspberry Pi and make your own.
I guarantee you right now. Look, the Vita spec wise was way better than the DS, but the DS just had better games.
So there you go.
The Wii did not have better games.
Oh my god, I just said like 10.
Okay, well, I mean, unless it had Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Skyrim, then it didn't.
But it did.
Back in 05.
Well, oh, sorry. At that time, it would have been Morrowind.
No, I'm thinking about getting the Switch, but it's not really for me. I'm thinking of
You and
something, that's going to
Really?
be more
I
friendly.
want Skyrim handheld. That's the only reason I want
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Skyrim handheld, and I want that new Zelda game. That new Zelda game looks
I
fire.
want the new Zelda game, but I
Looks
also
lit.
want the Mario games for like when I have friends that come over that aren't into like some difficult high-end video games. They just want to sit around on the
See-
couch and have some 4-player.
See, the
split
couch
screen.
co-op. The couch co-op is dying with things like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Right.
That's because they're
Nintendo's-
taking them away, and it's
Nintendo's
ridiculous.
trying to hold on to it, and I support them in that.
Yeah, well, I'm
Me and
down with
Ashley
that.
can't play a game together on the computer unless I build a supercomputer for her to use. So
Exactly.
There are very few PC games where you can port in another controller, play two.
Yep.
I can't remember.
you
I'll have to
can,
look it
but
up.
you're also playing on a smaller screen unless you got it hooked up in your living room.
Yeah, unless you got one of those 29-inch widescreens.
But everybody started on PC, right? Everybody at this table?
No, 360.
No.
Then we went to PC.
I mean, it depends. Do you consider puzzle games when I was 5?
oh, you're talking
Yes.
about like back
Well,
in
then
the
yeah,
day.
I
First
guess.
console.
Back in the day, my first game was
Shoot.
Total War Shogun on my grandmother's PC.
Wow.
Some of my first games,
Go ahead.
It was like a classic Sega remix CD-ROM for Windows 98.
Wow.
I played the shit out of that. Shining Force was on there. That's one of my
When
favorite
Windows
games.
98, I
Yeah.
think everybody had that in their house like they have a kitchen table.
Yeah. Maybe some of the reasons I'm a little fucked up and like some of the darker stuff was one of my first games was the original Doom.
Yeah. Doom was awesome. Or
Other-
Unreal.
My first console,
the
though,
Unreal
was-
series.
Here you go.
Was,
You ready?
Oh,
No.
2000 when I played that on PC.
wow.
That was my first game ever.
What was it?
17 years ago.
Total Shogun.
Oh.
It was a RTS.
My first console was the Nintendo 64. First game
64, me
was
too, right here.
Super
Actually,
Mario
nope. Sorry,
64.
Sega.
Really? Y'all didn't have the original NES or the Super Nintendo?
Nope.
I
My
had
parents
a,
never were real big into that.
My
And
parents.
my dad liked arcade games and like Pac-Man and stuff like that. Galaga.
My parents got me a Sega after I started playing games more. My parents got me a Sega.
my older brother
and
had a
then
Sega.
that Christmas, my grandparents bought me a 64,
See,
which
the
came
only
with Mario 64.
the only experience I had with the older systems before the Nintendo 64 was at Gabe's house. Gabe and Jacob had the Super Nintendo, and then we had a preschool that we went to, and they had like the Sega and Super Nintendo, and that's all I had. That's all the exposure I had. And
I
Yes.
remember talking to Daniel a couple months ago, and I go, "Holy shit!" I just realized like I'm a huge Nintendo fan because I had 64, I had GameCube, which is one of my favorite systems. Then I had Game Boy
DS.
SP, which you have now. I got the SP.
Yeah.
I had the Advance.
Yeah.
I had the DS. I had the DS Lite, and now the 3DS.
But okay, but here's the thing: if Ford is the only company making cars, you're gonna have a Ford car.
Well, no. Xbox and PS1 and
I thought
PS2 were out at that
we
time.
were talking about like at the
we
beginning.
could get into a whole war because before Sega was strictly like shitty Sonic games.
Yeah.
They were an entire company
Did you ever see
Going
when
head to head against Nintendo.
Did you see
never
when
seen
they
that.
took apart a Sega Saturn, the disc, the Sega CD?
Uh-uh.
It was way more advanced than any other system. It had 4 CPUs.
Oh my god.
That's fucking ridiculous. It had
and it
4
failed.
fucking CPUs, and it failed.
Yep.
Why?
The Genesis.
I think it was
good.
Nintendo destroyed it or something.
Yeah.
Their
Nintendo
games
was-
just weren't really very original either.
They
I
didn't
had
have a
one.
lot. Yeah, they didn't have a lot. But the CD was so fucking advanced, it was ridiculous.
See, here's the thing, though. When they were going head to head, when it was over, Sega was like, "Okay, please take us." And so now Nintendo owns. Well, they don't own, but they have like most of the Sonic games and shit are on Nintendo. So
Nintendo.
Nintendo's
20 years
got
from
us.
now-
But here's the thing: Nintendo can't make a good Sonic game.
20 years from now, all the PlayStation and Xbox One exclusives are going to Nintendo. Drops mic.
Or
And
Nintendo.
Nintendo can boost their specs.
Or Nintendo won't be around.
No, they'll always be.
They'll always be around.
Because Japan.
They're on a whole nother level. They don't even release games at the same time as. Well, they know they get destroyed, but I mean they don't
Yeah.
release games like.
Well, let's get
Systems.
back to the Switch though.
All right, you
Two
new
games.
gamers that
Two
just
games.
started like 10 years ago.
Wait, me?
All of you, really? First
10 years?
console was a 64.
It came out in '96.
No,
that was
I said
21
Genesis.
years
I'm
ago.
sorry, big dog. Are you in your 60s? What?
No,
what
I
console
said
was yours?
Sega Genesis. I'm not over here saying Atari. Like I'm not fucking old.
Sega Genesis? My
Yeah, that was
older
the first
brother
one I had.
that.
Yeah, my grandmother had one sitting in her house, and she just gave it to me.
Did it have dust on it?
Daniel has it now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It's not destroyed though. So.
Really?
no, it's in
Anyway.
good condition. Still had the box.
Wow.
I even bought that Madden
Still has
game
the
that
lid
you,
too,
that you
and
whooped
like the
my
disc
ass
drive's
with.
good on.
Remember that Madden game?
Yeah.
We played. You whooped my ass. I had
Yeah.
Barry Sanders. You still whooped my ass.
Dude, that was awesome. Dude, oh my god. That was
Hey, do I need to bring the Nintendo out here? Put it on the big screen.
Ooh.
Y'all
Ooh,
duke it out.
fuck, dude, Goldeneye right now.
Ooh.
Wait, do you even have a Madden game for 64?
Yeah, I have
you have
NFL
2000.
Blitz,
I
had
think
Madden
64. I think people had Nintendo's 64 in their house like they have a sink in their house.
It's just there. You know, everybody had it.
You made that joke twice.
You got
Everybody had it. Well, no, I meant
You got it. Well, I mean, it was just such a common system. I mean, everybody wanted it. It was awesome. But all right, let's move on. All right.
So Nintendo Switch, underwhelming list of games at release.
Yeah. Still going to get it because Zelda's fire. So
You know how they save the Nintendo Switch?
300 is a little much to me, but go ahead.
You know how they save it? How much is it? $300.
300 should have been 250.
Make it 400.
Ow!
Make it 400. Give you a permanent subscription based or permanent.
It's a 3DS you can connect to your TV. Well,
The grown-ups are talking. Make it $400.
yeah.
Make it work with 3DS games.
Fuck yeah.
Make it have a library of NES, Super Nintendo, N64,
it would get rid of their
and
3DS
GameCube,
market.
and GameCube.
Okay, I'm in. I'm sold.
I might
For
buy that.
$5 a month. All right, let's go.
Shit.
All right, here we go. All right, let's move on to some quick info before we get out of here.
Quick info.
PS4 VR is experiencing blackout issues, guys. So make sure you
Whoa.
pay attention. Did you get any black screen and stuff when you were playing?
No.
Like just randomly turn off?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, then my headset's fine. UK trailer lists October release for Red Dead Redemption 2, guys.
Okay.
And Amazon has never been wrong. So, Devil May Cry 5 or Dragon's Dogma 2. The president of Capcom wants to is going to announce a new game this year. People are wondering, is it going to be Devil May Cry 5 or Dragon's Dogma?
It's going to be Devil May Cry.
I want Dragon's Dogma 2.
I want
want
Dragon's
Devil's
Dogma
May Cry.
too, but it's going to be Devil May Cry.
We still also have Dragon's Dogma Online to look forward to as well. So hopefully they'll bring
Eventually,
that.
maybe.
Apple took down its earbud finding app when a lot of people are finding that shady. A lot of people are thinking it has to do with,
Incredibly shady.
you know, if you lose your earbuds, they want you to buy some new ones because they're what are they,
Well,
$300?
No, they're $70. And the thing about it,
Oh, that's
they
not
had
bad
no
for
reason.
wireless.
First of all, they didn't say any kind of explanation for why they took it off, but there would be no reason because it didn't violate any rules. All it did was track the Bluetooth signal, and it would tell you, oh, you're getting closer to the Bluetooth signal. Which
Was there anyone
most
report-
phones do by default.
Was there anyone
So it's
reporting
just like-
bugs? Was there any issues with
But
it?
I saw
There wasn't any fucking bugs with that.
It's Apple.
they just wanted to take it away.
All they do is
They want you to lose your
the
shit.
They just take their little laptops and they shove all this Intel in it and they slap a nice shell on it and they go, all right, guys, 1,000. And then Intel's like, all right, well, we don't need 1,000, 600. So fuck you, Apple. All right, anyways, all right. 24-hour live stream at the end of this month, the 28th of January, starting at midnight. I will be going 24 hours again. It's easy. Don't look at me like that. It's easy.
You didn't do it.
Last time.
2 years ago, you didn't do it.
No, I only made it 16 hours. The last time I made 24. I played Sky Scrolls
Sky Squirrels.
for 24 hours. But yeah, 24 hours on the 28th at midnight. I'll be doing Final Fantasy 15. Should be fun.
And after 2 hours,
Daniel
he's
doesn't
gonna
think I'll
switch
make
to
it.
22 hours of Raft.
God, Raft is so good. It's
Okay.
so good. So
So-
fucking good.
I don't want to bounce back to this, but on an ending note, I just want to let you know about the price. I just looked up, like, the consoles adjusted for inflation. The Nintendo 64,
Hit me.
$300.
Let's do it, boy.
The Wii, $300.
Do it, boy.
The Wii U, $300. The Switch, $300. Every console has been
Okay, well,
adjusted for the
let's
same
look at the
price.
other fucking consoles then, huh?
I got
with
them
the
on here.
real hardware.
The Xbox One, $515
Yeah,
adjusted
fuck
for
you,
inflation.
boy.
The PlayStation 4, $412. The original.
Wait, why is the PlayStation 4 cheaper that has better hardware?
Well,
No,
the
the launch price.
the launch
adjusted
price
for
was
inflation.
$100
Launch
less.
price. Okay, yeah. It
You
was.
talking about PlayStation 3?
Yeah, because
What?
remember, it came with the Kinect.
The PlayStation 4
The
released
Xbox.
for $399. The Xbox One released for $499. So that's why the adjustments are a little off.
Wow.
But even going back to the original SNES, the price for it was $350.
Oh shit, a little more.
Nice.
The NES was $445.
How much was Atari? 8,000.
Atari?
Well, that's when it wasn't common to have something like that. So
There's
it was
two
gonna be
Ataris.
expensive.
There was the
like VR
Atari
headsets.
2600 and the Atari 5200.
2,600.
The 2600 for a 2016 price was $790.92.
See, the hardware back in the day, hardware was outrageous. Laptops
Yep.
in the 90s were like outrageous.
You know that's gonna happen with VR headsets. They're gonna be a dime a dozen in 10 years from now, so they're gonna be super
Do you
cheap.
really think they're not going to continue getting better?
No, I mean what I'm saying is they're like back in the day. He's saying the Atari 2600 was $800. Well, that's because nobody had anything like that. It was new. It was exciting.
it was brand new. Yeah.
So I think headsets are gonna drop to like 200.
Probably.
Most expensive console adjusted for inflation.
Do it.
It was
Hit me.
the 3DO in 1993, released for $699.
That's why I
now
didn't.
marked for $1,165.
How much was Virtual Boy?
Like 200.
God, I had that game and I loved it.
What is 3DO?
Okay,
We're getting a little too.
Yeah. I'll
Little
just let
too
you
long.
guys look it up. This is
All right.
a post from IGN article 2016 cost for inflation.
yeah, just check out the post. Don't read anything else from IGN; they suck. But anyways, thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. Checking out the the fucking
Podcast.
chat, the podcast, the podcast.
Oh my
Check
God.
it out the stream.
Shoddycast.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. All right.
Hey,
But,
Neo Geo was kind of close to that price.
Neo Geo,
1147.
that fucking thing.
You get a snappy chat.
All right, guys, thank you so much for checking out the podcast. We'll see you next week for episode 18. That's right. I'm almost 18. We're almost at 20.
Whoa.
That's. Do you ever see that video when that girl was crying on the answer machine? She's like, "I want you to call me back because I love you." And people would show it like with cars going by and shit.
Or the one where the it's
Yeah.
like what every Prius sounds like when you're driving by. I'm gay.
Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Affordable cars.
All right, affordable cars.
They're not really affordable, but we'll
But
move
they
on.
last a long
Mine
time.
gets 30 miles to the gallon. Call me.
I mean,
I don't care.
my Ultima, it could last me another 10 years.
But all right, guys, if you got any topics, comments, likes, anything you want to yell at me about, go ahead and post it on our Facebook or Twitter,
Post it.
YouTube. Go ahead and head over to our FilmScream, our main.
Get you a FilmScream hoodie
Head over
starting
to
now
it.
at $19.95.
I said
Do it.
I said head over to our FilmScream. Head over to our SoundCloud, our main website over here. Go ahead and hit that
Just freaking do it.
follow button. Just fucking do it, guys.
FilmScream.com/store.
If you don't find it, if you don't click on it, I'll come find you. I will fucking
Wristbands started at $9.99.
But they,
All right.
oh my god, we need to get some shit like some mugs. I don't know, whatever the losers
Like
do.
shirts?
Mugs, shirts. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week for
Thanks,
episode
guys.
18. Thank you so much. Everybody say bye right now.
See ya.
Take us out, Brandon.
All right, go fuck yourself.
All right, Martin Luther King
All
Day
right, see
tomorrow.
y'all next
Enjoy
day.
it.